சரி சரி. அப்ப சார் வெல்கம் அட்ரஸ் முடிச்ச உடனே கூப்பிடுறேன்.
ஓகே மேம். 10:30 மீட்டிங்.
சார் கார்த்திக் சார் இன்வகேஷன் முடிச்ச உடனே நீங்க தான் சார் வெல்கம் அட்ரஸ். நான் உங்களை வெல்கம் அட்ரஸ்க்கு நான் சொல்லிடுவேன். பிரபாதேவி
மேம் சொல்லுங்க மேம்.
ஆஃப்டர் கார்த்திக் சார்'s வெல்கம் அட்ரஸ் HOD sir will I'll ask HOD sir to talk. அதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் you will go for your report.
Okay.
There's a slight change in the agenda.
Okay.
For the information of Mohan Sundari madam and Mary Auxilia.
Yes, ma'am.
There's a slight change in the agenda.
Yes,
after welcome address, our HOD sir will talk. And then only Prabhadevi will talk. I'll accordingly change here itself.
Karthik sir.
Madam.
Sir, good morning sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Dean sir வந்திருக்காங்க. EC மேடம் வந்துட்டாங்க.
Okay sir.
Okay. Ma'am, welcome ma'am. Sir, good morning sir. Dean sir.
Good morning sir.
இல்ல இந்த டிபார்ட்மென்ட்ல வந்திருக்காங்க. அப்பதான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றாங்க.
Okay, அவங்க ஜாயின் பண்ண போறாங்க.
ஜாயின் பண்ண போறாங்க.
மேம் சொல்லுங்க மேம், கூப்பிட்டீங்களா?
சார் கார்த்திக் சார் நம்ம வந்து அவங்க கெஸ்ட் கிட்ட 9:55 க்கு எல்லாரும் ஜாயின் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் மெசேஜ் அனுப்புறேன்னு சொல்லிருக்காங்க. சோ நம்ம ஜாயின் சரிங்களா?
மேம் பிரபாவதி மேம். பிரபாவதி.
சார் சொல்லுங்க சார்.
as a host மேம்.
ஓகே சார். ஓகே சார். நான் பண்ணிட்டேன் பாருங்க உங்களோட. நீங்க தான் ஹாஸ்ட் இப்போ. அருணேரு சார்.
அவருக்கு உங்களுக்கு ஹோஸ்ட் மாத்தி போயிட்டாரு. நீங்க தான் ஹோஸ்ட் மேம்.
ஓகே மேம். ஓகே. குட் மார்னிங் சார்.
குட் மார்னிங் மேடம்.
சார் குட் மார்னிங் சார்.
குட் மார்னிங் மேடம். வீடியோ
காயத்ரி மேம்.
எஸ் மா.
நான் மெசேஜ் அனுப்பிட்டுமா சாருக்கு, கெஸ்ட் சாருக்கு, சீஃப் கெஸ்ட்க்கு?
இருங்க. how many participants? 157. yeah, you please send. Umarani ma'am has come. Umarani madam.
அந்த மேடம் கிட்ட கேட்டு.
Okay, let her join. You message chief guest because he wants to leave by another 1 hour, so you message him. The Senthil Kumaran Yan. Okay, he is not in the screen. Laptop. Senthil Kumaran Yan.
Yes,
are you here? Can you
yes,
please change the profile picture? Your profile picture is actually nice, but please change the profile picture if possible. At least for this meeting. Okay, don't mind. Okay.
Okay ma'am. Okay, I'll do it now.
Yeah. Ma Prabhadevi madam.
Yes ma'am.
Screen sharing option.
Screen sharing, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I am able to share the screen, so please.
பிரபா மேம் நீங்க மாத்திட்டீங்கன்னா அப்புறம் என்னால ஷேர் பண்ண முடியாது.
நான் மாத்தல.
Give host rights to. Give host rights to Mohan Sundari.
I have given to Mohan Sundari, உங்களுக்கு plus Mary ma'amக்கு. 3 பேருக்கு நான் co-host
Okay. Somebody else can they share? யார் இருக்கா வேற? Let them share the screen and we'll see whether it's enabled.
இந்த ஷேர் இன்னும் போல மேம். காயத்ரி மேம் நீங்க ஸ்டாப் பண்ணி பாருங்க.
கொஞ்சம் ஸ்டாப் ஷேரிங் கொடுத்துருங்க மேம். காயத்ரி மேம்.
கொடுத்துட்டேன்.
எந்த ஷேர் ஆகுதா மேம்?
வருது. Ma'am Gomuti madam, good morning ma'am. Welcome ma'am.
Good morning ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, good morning ma'am.
Sandil Kumaran, thank you for changing your profile picture. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Karthikeyan sir, welcome sir. Good morning. Somebody's audio. எங்க பட்டாஸ் கேக்குது.
மேம் ஐ திங்க் EKT கேம்பஸ் பக்கத்துல யாரோ பட்டாசு வெடிக்கிறாங்க மேம்.
யாரு? அதுதான் சொல்றேன். யாருன்னு தெரியலையே.
மேம் அப்படி ஒண்ணும் சத்தமே கேட்கலையே.
இங்க அப்ப வேற ஏதாவது இருக்கும். வேற எங்கேயோ கிராக்கர்ஸ் கண்டினியூஸா கேக்குது.
அது இங்க இல்ல இங்க
யார் ஆடியோ மியூட் இது பண்ணி.
மேம் நீங்க மியூட் ஆல் போட்டு விட்டுருங்க மேம் இப்போதைக்கு.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am. Kasla Devi, ma'am. Good morning. Welcome, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Ma'am, you informed the chief guest, ma'am. He said you would join. Prabha Devi, madam.
Ma'am, he will be joining, ma'am. நான் அனுப்பிட்டே இருக்கிறேன். He will be joining.
Okay, okay. Yeah, just give me an alert as once he joins.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Kalaivani madam, have you joined, ma'am? Kalaivani ma'am? Mary madam?
I will inform.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning and welcome all of you. We are just waiting for the chief guest to join us. We shall start the inauguration once the chief guest joins. It is an odd time for the chief guest because he stays in US. So I think the moment he joins, we shall go ahead with the program.
வடக்கங்குளம் நேஷனல் காலேஜ் வடக்கங்குளம் காலேஜ் வடக்கங்குளம் ப்ராடக்ட்
உமா மேமும் ஜாயின் பண்ண முடியல. அப்பதான் மெசேஜ் அனுப்பிட்டாங்க மேம். ரெண்டு பேருமே ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஓகே, சார் வந்து ரிப்ளை பண்ணல. உமா மேம் வந்து ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
ஓகே ஓகேம்மா. Sir will come in his own name, Chief Guest, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Prabhakar பேசுறாங்க.
Karthik, sir. உங்க கேமரா கொஞ்சம் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ண உங்க கேமரா கொஞ்சம் சார். ஃபைன் சார். கொஞ்சம் ஓகே சார், ஃபைன். தேங்க்யூ சார். We welcome all the faculty from our department and also from all the other departments. We are just waiting for the chief guest to join.
Madam, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Dr. Prabha Devi.
Yes, ma'am.
He is joining, ma, sir.
Waiting, ma'am. It's not picking.
Okay.
I think some network issues. Message கேட்டிருக்கிறேன். Waiting for that. ஒரு 2 minutes.
Mary Axelia, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Inform Kalevani, ma'am.
Ma'am, Kalaivani ma'am has joined via phone. She is available.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, fine.
Ma'am, some network issues it seems, ma'am. கொஞ்சம் wait பண்ணுங்க.
Okay, ma'am.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay. Chief guest is having some network issues.
Uma ma'am join
Kindly
பண்ணிட்டாங்களா?
bear with us.
Uma ma'am join.
இல்லம்மா. இல்ல. Can somebody? Umarani madam will join in her own name.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll just see. I think network issue is a problem everywhere.
Gayatri ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, we can start it seems. Our network issues irukku. Okay, he will join it seems. Okay. Then you can start.
Okay, we'll start.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay. The chief guest has got some network issues, so we will go ahead with the program. He will join us shortly. A very good morning and a warm welcome to all the dignitaries. The future of India lies in its villages is a famous saying by our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi ji. To realize the dream of Bapuji, the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India has established Mahatma Gandhi National Council for Rural Education, MGNCRE. It's my pleasure to welcome all the dignitaries today for the inauguration of Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell of SRMIST Vadapalani campus under the aegis of MGNCRE. This is a remarkable day, a day to be forever cherished by SRMIST Vadapalani. When we pray, God hears more than we say, answers more than we ask, gives more than we imagine, but in His own time and in His own way. To give an auspicious beginning for the program, let's have the Tamil Thai Varthu. Over to, yes.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செய்ய மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே
Dr. S. Karthik, Chairman, REDC, SRMIST Vadapalani campus, a man known for his dynamism, is the person behind the great initiative. I invite Dr. Karthik sir to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to one and all. Let me introduce myself. I'm Karthik, faculty in the Department of Electronics and Communication, and also the committee head for the Industry Institute Interaction Cell and Entrepreneurship Development Cell. It's my honor to welcome our team, Dr. K. Durayvelu, and various head of the departments, and chief guest for the today, who will be joining soon, the man who brought the valley to Nellai, Mr. Prabhakaran Murugayya, a tech entrepreneur, speaker, founder and CEO of techfetch.com. And I would like to welcome the faculty members and students for the inauguration of Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell, in short REDC at Vadapalani campus. I would like to thank Mrs. Umarani Purushothaman, who is also the guest speaker for today. And she is a resource person who brought this proposal of starting REDC under the initiative of MGNCRE, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Government of India. Next, I would like to thank our Dean who readily gave permission to start the REDC cell at our campus. And finally, I would like to thank faculty members from the Department of Management Studies who started to work from day one in creating logos for the cell, bringing in students, of course, setting the context of this inauguration come workshop by having the right person as the chief guest. So let me share a few words about rural entrepreneurship. So rural entrepreneurship is the way of converting developing country into developed nation. Promotion of rural entrepreneurship is extremely important in the context of producing gainful employment and reducing the widening disparities between rural and urban. So with this few words, let me once again welcome you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome address. Dr. S. Kesavan, Head, Department of Management Studies, a man of simplicity and a person who is a pillar of support in all our endeavors. I invite Dr. Kesavan, sir, to deliver the felicitation address. Over to Kesavan, sir. Welcome, Umarani, madam. Welcome. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Very sorry, I had some problem with the network.
No issues.
Right.
Okay. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome.
Welcome.
Over to Kesavan, sir, for the felicitation address.
Respected Dean, sir, beloved guests of various departments, chief guest of the today's function, faculty members, and my dear students. Good morning to one and all. I take this opportunity to welcome you all for the inauguration of the RED cell at SRM IST Vadapalani campus. I also congratulate Dr. Karthik, Dr. Vijaykumar, Dr. Gayatri, Dr. Prabhadevi, Dr. Mary Axelia, Dr. Kalevani, and Mogana Sundari for arranging such a wonderful session and also taking the selfless effort to start this cell in our campus. I hope this cell will provide a opportunity for our students to become entrepreneurs in future. Becoming an entrepreneurship is a tough task and it is also a grueling journey to succeed. It is like an endurance test for the people to you have to endure so that you can get succeed. I hope this cell will provide an opportunity for all the students of MBA to start their career as an entrepreneur. Wish you all good luck. I also extend a warm welcome to the guest of the day, Dr. Dumarani Madam, on behalf of the Department of Management Studies. I thank you all. I wish the club a grand success.
Thank you, sir. Dr. M.N. Prabhadevi, Associate Professor, Department of Management Studies, and the faculty in charge for the Entrepreneurship Wing under REDC, will give brief of over to Dr. Prabhadevi. Dr. Prabhadevi.
Able to hear my voice?
Yes, but there's some disturbance. Yes, go ahead.
Morning, one and all. New markets could create bulk rural potential, which could lead to rise in the employment. There is a saying by Dr. APJ Salam. Rural entrepreneurship is emerging as a national challenge now, and also it's a national opportunity to provide meaningful and productive self-employment to educated and skilled rural youth, which will bridge the economic development gap between urban and rural areas. The entrepreneurship and innovation are essential to create more number of jobs and increase farmers' incomes in rural areas. In recent years, the entrepreneurship and innovation have been rising in rural areas, bringing a large array of new business forms to an expanding population of farmers. The great trend is also playing a significant role in alleviating poverty and building a moderately prosperous society in all respects. The supporting measures should involve creating a better environment to attract talent to rural areas and also provide villages with easier access to local entrepreneurship and innovation projects. With this mission, to inculcate entrepreneurship among students in rural India, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Vadapalani campus is constituting Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell under Mahatma Gandhi National Council for Rural Education, MGNCRE, Ministry of Education, Government of India. The cell is going to discharge its activity in 5 wings to create the awareness among students of the opportunities and challenges in rural entrepreneurship. The RED cell consists of 5 wings totally, which is being headed by our chairman of the REDC cell, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Vadapalani campus, Dr. S. Karthik, Assistant Professor, ECE Department. We have 5 wings. Our wings are mainly internship and apprentice with rural enterprises, that is training and placement wing, which will be coordinated by Dr. S. Gayatri, Professor of Department of Management Studies, and Dr. Vaitali, Assistant of ECE. The internship and apprenticeship with rural Functions will be identifying the opportunities on internship apprentices for the students among rural industries. Followed by the next wing, initiating rural entrepreneurship wing, the initiating various activities, workshops, exhibitions for the students to inculcate the entrepreneurial capacity, which is coordinated by myself and also Ms. Indumati Madam, Assistant from CSE department. The next wing is on the networking with manufacturers, rural engagement wing. This is field visit for the students with rural industry and bridging the gap between entrepreneurial education and rural entrepreneurs. This wing also create an aware on government schemes and opportunities for rural entrepreneurs. This will be coordinated by Dr. Mary Auxilia Madam, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, and also Mr. Dinesh Kumar Sir, Assistant Professor from EC Department. The next wing is on developing rural technological interventions, that is technology wing. This will be focusing on how the technology advancement and happening necessary for rural entrepreneurship, which is being headed by Dr. K. Kalaivani, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, also Mr. Kumar, Assistant Professor from Mechanical Department. The next wing is on grooming students to be rural entrepreneurs, personality development wing. This wing will be conducting training programs and workshops for the students in terms of developing their personalities and attitudes towards rural entrepreneurship. This will be headed by Dr. M. Vijay Kumar Sir, Associate Professor from the Department of Math Studies, and also Mrs. Mohana Sundari Madam, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies. I hope these cells together contribute to the movement of rural entrepreneurship in India. I thank our Dean Sir, Dr. K. Duvailu, our Head of the Department, Dr. Keshavan Sir, and our management for trusting us with this responsibility and giving us the opportunity to contribute to this great initiative. I would also like to thank Prabhakar Sir. He joining soon, he mentioned. Let us wait for him for accepting to inaugurate this wing. Thank you everyone. Over to Gayatri ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Prabhadevi. Dr. C. Gomati, Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, who is an embodiment of knowledge and who supports us in all our activities. I deem it a pleasure to invite Madam to deliver the felicitation address. Over to Gomati Madam.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm really very happy to have been a part of this inauguration ceremony of our REDC center. It's really great to know that we are trying to put our effort in bringing some kind of support to the initiative which is taken up by the government. And I hope that this also paves way for all our budding entrepreneurs who want to move into this entrepreneurial journey. As well, there will be some part of them which would be like, bridging the gap between the rural and urban. And I hope that this REDC cell will show all kinds of such kind of support in all manner. And I wish all the grand success to this REDC cell of our SRMIST Vadapalani campus, headed by Dr. Karthik and the efficient team of the MBA department, so to say Dr. Gayatri, Dr. Prabhadevi, Dr. Keshavan Sir, and all the other team members of this particular cell. I wish this particular inauguration ceremony a grand success, and I also wish all the very best for this REDC cell of our campus. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your warm wishes. Dr. S. Prasanna Devi, Head, Department of Computer Science Engineering, the techie woman and the all-in-one in SRMIST Vadapalani campus. With immense pride, I invite Madam to deliver the felicitation address. Over to Dr. Prasanna Devi, Madam.
Very good morning, everyone present here. I'm really very happy to join this inauguration function. I'm happy that Management Department and Dr. Karthik Sir, they have initiated such a good tie-up with the Mahatma Gandhi Rural University to set up an entrepreneurship cell in Vadapalani campus, SRM University Vadapalani campus. especially for the MBA students and for the engineering and technology students. I believe that education is nothing but giving back to the society. I firmly believe that this cell which has been set up here will take back this motive of giving back to the society in whatever way it is possible. So the effort can be small at the students level, but then with the help of the faculties, the effort, whether it is small or big, I'm sure that it is, if it reaches the rural society, that would be the greatest achievement of this cell that we have launched today. We are yet to launch today. So I wish all the best for this cell to take up in a very great manner. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your warm words. Dr. S. Karthikeyan, Head, Department of Mechanical Engineering, is a man of principles. We request Sir to deliver the felicitation address. Over to Karthikeyan, sir.
Respected Dean and the Chief Guest of today's program, Sri Prabhakaran Murgaya, and the guest speaker who is going to give a workshop after this inaugural program, Dr. Umarani Purushothaman, my dear colleagues, students, and all the other participants. Very good morning to all. It's indeed a great pleasure for me to be a part of this inauguration ceremony of this Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell. So though we say we motivate the students like to be a job creators, not be a job seekers, but it's not going to be an easy journey to become a successful entrepreneur. So I used to give you opinion of becoming an entrepreneur after getting few years of experience with some other organization. But even though you student differ to plan to become an entrepreneur, this is the right forum, this is the place where they have to get the sufficient training before they move out of the college education. So I thank all my superiors, especially our dean and Dr. Kesavan, the head of MBA department, and all the office bearers of this cell, was given their best shot to bring out this entrepreneurship cell on this day. And for the information of everyone, though we are formally inaugurating an entrepreneurship cell today in our campus, under the aegis of different collegiate club, we have organized many entrepreneurship development programs in our campus earlier also with the help of MSME and by bringing many of the top-notch entrepreneurs and startup personalities. And I wish all the best for this entrepreneurship cell to disseminate good amount of information, good amount of training to all our students and the future entrepreneurs. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your warm wishes. The essence of leadership is influence and not authority. One such person who is responsible for positively influencing all of us in SRMIST Vadapalani is Dr. K. Durevelu, Dean ENT SRMIST Vadapalani campus. With immense pleasure and heartfelt gratitude, I request our Dean Sir to deliver the presidential address. Over to Dean Sir.
Thank you, Madam. The Revered Chief Guest, Sri Prabhakaran Murgaya, the eminent speaker, Dr. Umarani Purushothaman, the respected heads of various departments, Professor Gomudi, Professor Karthikeyan, Professor Prasanna Devi, Professor Kesavan, respected and beloved faculty members of Vadapalani campus, especially the chief coordinator of this REDC cell, Dr. Karthik. Students, participants, my dear friends, my hearty and pleasant morning wishes to everyone present for this forum. In every institution, there must be an entrepreneurial already functioning. Then what is the need of having another cell in the name of rural entrepreneurship in the campus? Definitely there must be a reason for this. I'll tell the reason which I have understood. With 1 in 4 workers being essentially migrant in our country, India is the second largest migrant workers population in the world, next to China. In order to tackle this migrant crisis, there is an urgent need to shift to a new paradigm of rural-centric economic development in which migration under economic distress or due to the lack of amenities can be minimized. This COVID-19 pandemic has given a lot of troubles to every one of us. At the same time, there are some good things which also have happened. One such good thing is that this COVID-19 pandemic has triggered the reverse migration of nearly 10 million migrant workers from urban to rural areas. This is the positive sign. According to Mahatma Gandhi, the concentration of either economic or political power would certainly violate all the essential principles of participatory democracy and thereby the Swaraj. According to him, the development of our nation is built on the development of every villages in the country. Even our Dr. Abdul Kalam's vision also was to develop rural India to be a cluster development system where 50 to 100 villages with the common competencies could be horizontally or vertically integrated as Pura complexes. You must be knowing the expansion of Pura, that is the provision of urban amenities to rural areas. Though there has been a good economic progress in the fields of IT, infrastructure, and services in our country, the primary sector of agriculture, which accounts for more than 60% of our population, has, however, been lagging behind with an average annual growth of only 4% per annum or less. Diminishing returns from agriculture have put the whole rural economy under severe stress. Rural entrepreneurship, I think, can address this issue and generate the self-employment through pooling of community resources. The economic, social, and educational status of rural India demands skill development for motivating rural people to join business activities, not only to support the agricultural work, but also to generate additional income for better livelihood. There are a lot of opportunities for rural entrepreneurship in the areas of harvesting, post-harvesting and processing, and value addition of agriculture, horticulture, and fisheries. The MGNCRE, I think it was established mainly to focus on this area. Even myself and Dr. Prasanna Devi also have authored a textbook for MGNCRE students to support the students on the rural economics and the business analytics. There are various schemes developed by our central government for the rural entrepreneurship in India. Some are Rajiv Gandhi Udyami Mitra Yojana, performance and credit rating scheme through NSIC, that is National Small Industries Corporation, Khadi Karigar Janusri Bima Yojana, provision of urban amenities to rural areas, that is a PURA, product development, design intervention and packaging, it is called as PRODIP. And you know very well that Skill India is a brainchild of our Prime Minister to train more than 40 crore people in different skills by 2022 to meet the Industry 4.0 through National Skill Development Corporations. And another concept of Startup India to develop large-scale employment opportunities. There is a 19-point action plan, including several incubation centers, easier patent filing, tax exemption, and 1,000 crore corpus fund, etc. With all these opportunities, supports available, we need to focus more on the rural entrepreneurship and thereby the rural development. Especially, we need to guide our students, the youngsters, the pillars of the future India, to show more interest in rural development and hence the development of our nation. Hope this REDC will provide the platform to our campus students and hence contribute to the development of our nation. I have to thank Department of Management Studies, the faculty members of the DOMS, Dr. Karthik, for having set up such a good platform for our students to exhibit their talents, to render their service to the community of rural areas. I hope this will provide a lot of opportunities to them to show their talents, to contribute something to the development of our nation. Thank you very much. Hope this, wish this REDC a grand success in our campus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We assure you that we will contribute maximum towards the REDC cell of SRMIST Vadapalani campus with all your guidance and support. Thank you very much, sir. Teaching is a profession that teaches all the other professions. We have with us one such teacher who has carved thousands of professionals, Dr. Umarani Purushottaman, who is a resource person for the workshop on business plan for promoting rural entrepreneurship culture among students. I request Ms. V. Mohanasundari, Faculty, Department of Management Studies, to introduce Madam to our August audience. Over to Mohanasundari, Madam.
Thank you, ma'am. It takes immense pleasure to read the profile of Dr. Umarani Purushottaman. Dr. Umarani Purushottaman had a doctorate in finance, MCom, MPhil specialized in marketing, MBA specialized in finance. So along with her B.Ed and PGDCA qualification. So she was a former associate dean at Savita Engineering College with almost 34 years of teaching experience. Having a native from Vadapalani, she has visited various other countries like European countries, USA, Ceylon, Singapore, Malaysia, Nepal, and China. So as of now, she has guided 31 PhD scholars and 75 MPhil scholars. Her basic interest lies in teaching, playing veena, listening to music, interested in taking YouTube videos and applying technology, whatever she has learned in education. She has various national and international publications along with the conferences she has attended. So she has presented various papers for which she has received the Best Paper Award, and she has even received various funded projects for which she was the lead and the leader for leading all the programs. She has obtained Best Performer Award at Dr. MGR University, endorsed with Outstanding Educator and Scholar Award at the reputed National Foundation for Entrepreneurship Development, that is NFED, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, for research and contribution on Teachers' Day function in the year 2015. So she has received various grants by AICTE to conduct national and international conferences. She has organized various events even at Singapore and Malaysian universities. To add on her further, she has received the Lifetime Achievement Award for her astounding services in academics for upbringing, teaching, research and development on Women's Day by NFED in the year 2016. So it's our great pleasure to have ma'am in our forum today. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. V. Mohanasundari. Now, may I request Dr. Umarani, Madam, to enlighten us about the concept of rural entrepreneurship, she being the right person to talk to us about the concept. She's done so much of work in this area. So over to Dr. Umarani, Madam.
A very warm welcome to deans, HODs, and faculty members, and my dear children who are present here. And actually, I would like to especially thank your dean and Dr. Vijay Kumar and Dr. Karthik and Prabhavati who had been associating with me to organize this event in your campus. I'm Dr. Umarani Purushottaman, who have they have introduced me, and a lot of experience I have. But now currently I am actually the resource person for Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education. As you all know, children, gone are the days when, like rural area, people were doing farming and with a lot of enthusiasm, and it, contributed huge amount for the GDP. But those period is gone. But now, I'm very happy to find that the cities, they are very much interested in farming, like even my son and daughter-in-law also, they are interested. My daughter-in-law is also doing organic farming currently in my native place. So I hope that you all will understand the need, why we are organizing this workshop, at present. And there is a huge, like a difference in the growth of village and rural city areas. If you see in urban areas, it is overcrowded. But in city, if you see, villages, if you see, like people are moving towards city because of, unemployment and poverty. I think, children, this is the right time for you to realize the need for starting, business in the rural areas. So many untapped areas are there. You can very well succeed in your business if you start there. One thing is you will be benefited, and another thing is, the people who are living there, they will be getting employment opportunities. So with that in mind, this workshop is being conducted by Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education across India. Like right from September, they have been conducting this program in many colleges. Okay, and I'm very happy that Prabhavati and Dr. Vijay and Dr. Karthik, they have taken efforts to conduct this event in your campus, and I would like to thank you. Okay, so all of you must be knowing about the Prahlad sir, who has come out with the concept of bottom of pyramid. Okay, many of the entrepreneurs, if you take, they are concentrating only on the top and the middle income group. They are not concentrating on the lower level income of people. Okay, so with that in mind, he has come out with this concept, and this concept was taken by Unilever company, and they have started a project called this Project Shakti. And North India, if you see, many villages, I think they have I can say they have like adoption they have done, and they have given them, skills, and all the Unilever products are being sold with the help of the women who formed self-help group with the help of this Unilever company. So something like that also, you can think about and see that what you can do your best to start your business in the rural areas. I'm 100% sure that if you become agripreneurs, you will definitely be, successful in your venture. Okay, so the government also is doing, imparting a lot of, events and lot of programs and lot of schemes, I can say. For instance, like how your dean was, mentioning about for the skill development, I'll be telling you, so many institutions have been set up, like JSS and others, who are imparting skills for the people who would like to take up entrepreneurship. So unless in other way you have knowledge in the business, I think it is very difficult for us to succeed, is it not? So the basic skills required can very well be, you can learn through these institutions. And similarly, Startup India event has been, that is a flagship event of the present government, and where they are motivating people to start business in India so that we can overcome the competition from China. And so many schemes, both the central government and the state government also have introduced, which I will explain to you, to offer funds for you. So if you want, you can learn the skills, and if you can apply, to these any of the state and central government to any of the schemes, definitely you will get funds and whatnot. So when everything is available, I think it is like a cakewalk for you to become an entrepreneur. Okay, so I request all of you, to have that, insight or that fire inside you to become an entrepreneur, and instead of being a job seeker, we will be very happy if you become a job provider. Good or bad, and happiness or sad, success or failure, I think everything is in our hand. We are only in charge for whatever is happening to us. I think definitely you will agree with me. You all must be knowing there was a person by name Karoli Tekwas. Okay, he was in the Hungary army and very good in pistol shooting, and he wanted to take part in Olympics. Okay, so whenever he had free time, he kept on doing practice. But unfortunately, human, we think something and will, God will dispose something. That definitely happens in many people's lives, is it not? So like that, man proposes and God disposes, we say. Likewise, suddenly when he was under training, bomb will blast and his right hand, will be flow away. He will not know what to do, and everybody will really pity him, but definitely he will not lose heart. and he was very confident, and that definitely he has to win in the Olympics. So with that, he somehow tried again and again, and I think twice he received gold medal in pistol shooting in Olympics during 1944 and 1952. So I think this story will definitely you will understand that once you have that passion towards anything, irrespective of whatever is going to happen in your life, we will definitely move towards the right path and we will succeed in our career. Okay. And another thing I would like to tell you, children, normally, the opportunity, it will knock once in our lifetime. When it knocks, we need to, what to say, you have to see that, you have to avail that opportunity and execute whatever that comes across your mind. And I am sure that you will become a successful entrepreneur. I'll tell you the story of a person. He was actually this man in abroad, in European country. He was, working in a church, ringing the bell in the church. Okay. And a new person will be appointed to take care of the church, and he will implement a rule saying that irrespective of whatever post anybody is holding, they should have a minimum qualification of 8th standard. This man, John, he has studied only up to 5th standard. So obviously, he will also be chucked out of that. So he was so worried, he didn't know what to do. So he was biting his nail and walking, here and there. And he was so stressed because he was the breadwinner of the family. So obviously, something has to be done. Otherwise, how will he meet out the daily needs of the family? So he'll be biting his nails, and then suddenly, he'll feel like, smoking. So he will try to search for a small shop, petty shop, to buy cigarettes. But, he will be surprised that there will be no shops nearby. He has to walk a long way to find a shop. And finally, an idea will flash in his mind. He will think, why not I, start a petty shop in this area, so that, people like me, like for basic, things, small things like this, if they need, I can offer them, and thereby I can also earn money. So with that in mind, we'll start a small shop there, and with a small amount of, earnings and he had. And then slowly he will grow and he will become a billionaire by starting a chain of stores in European countries. So this is how I think you will understand that Ritesh and Bhavish also started Ola and Voyo. So like this, when any opportunity, arises, if you come across, some new ideas or something like this, these people, I really request you to, start that business immediately, so that I am sure that you will become successful like these people. And innovation is very much required in business. I think you all will agree with me. We are in a competitive world, and in this globalized world, if you have to succeed, please think innovatively. And even with zero investment, you can start some business. I would like to mention a lady who is in my place in Vadapalani. She is Dr. Kalyani, and she is from a conservative family only, but now she is very successful in doing a business. I will tell you what business she is doing. Actually, I think you all must be knowing the story in Mahabharata, when Subhadra, she will be conceived, and Abhimanyu will be in the womb. And, one day it will so happen that Arjun will be explaining to her about, the Chakra Yuga, how we have to enter the Chakra Yuga. He will be, telling that, and she will be anxiously listening to it. And after that, we will be trying to explain about how to come out of the Chakra Yuga. But by then, Subhadra will, she will sleep. And actually, the research has proved that the child, when it is in the womb, it is able to hear the sound, and it is even able to retain that memory even after the birth of the child. So this has been proved by the researcher, and Kalyani has taken up this concept, and she is conducting a lot of workshops even in abroad to increase the IQ of the pregnant ladies. Okay, that is a business she is doing, and a huge amount she has earned, by doing that business. So like this, with zero investment, with innovative ideas, many people, men and women, they are doing business. So it doesn't mean that business means you need to invest lakhs of money and crores of money or something like that, like Babish, like Ritesh, and like Ravindran, and like this lady. So many men and women have started ventures with the innovative ideas. So please think like what you can do. Maybe some of you might be very good in like interested in farming with some, introducing some technology in that. So maybe, you can go and help the people there. I, came across a woman who is, working in a farmer producing organization where, this lady is working in a rural village where all the, like with the help of the government, all the land in that particular village, that will be clustered together, and innovative ideas, with innovative ideas and innovative techniques, these people, they are cultivating, and they are directly selling without any intermediaries. They are directly selling their products by forming this, farmers producing organization. So like this, so many schemes are there, and you have to go through in the internet and see what will suit you. So that is very much required, no? So when you want to take up a business, one thing is you should have passionate towards it, and you must have the involvement in doing that business, and you must think out of box and come out with some innovative ideas. And if you do that, and persistence is very much required, is it not? But for persistence, I think Carly would not have won the Olympics games, is it not? So anybody, you should have that persistence. I mean, immediately you will not get profit. Okay, in the case of business, if you see, it's not like getting into career and getting salary immediately. It will take its own time, and maybe it will take 3 years for you to, earn income. Nevertheless, you need to have that persistence in you, so that, whatever fault you are doing, your weakness, you will be able to analyze it, so that you will be in a position to run the business very successfully. Okay. And I would also like to quote Bharatiya's song. He has said, "Nimirtha nannadayum, nerkonda parvayum, nilathil yarkum anjada nerigalum, திமிர்ந்த ஞான செருக்கும் இருப்பதால் செம்மை மாத திரும்புவதில்லையா." This is really true. I would like to quote, one lady. Her name is Anita Gupta. She is from a rural village. Okay. This female, you all know how, the state, about the state of Bihar. And there, she was born in a very conservative family. And as a child, like once what happens is, one of her grandfather, he will love all his sons. So what he will do is, he will buy a lady and he will try to marry her. This really, like heartened Anita Gupta. So she thought that if women had been, able to stand on their own legs, and definitely, like this would not have happened, because women are, like depending on men there. They are not able to fight and, come out of this. So with that in mind, she wanted to do something for the empowerment of women in that, nearby places. She was very good in, making jewelry, designing jewelry and all that. She obtained that skill and learned that skill also. So after a point of time, she thought that she has to empower the women around her places. So you won't believe, children, nearly, like for 25,000 women, not one or two, 25,000 women she has trained, and she has also formed nearly 300 self-help group, and she has imparted that skills in them, and they are all, like able to stand in their own legs, and they are able to earn, and they are very happy there. So this lady, like Anita Gupta, has been awarded by the government because, so much she has done for the growth of that women, like in that particular area. So why I'm telling this is, when a woman in a rural area can come up with some idea and do so much for the women in that place, why not you children with graduation and post-graduation? I'm definitely sure that you all have the potentialities, and I'm very confident that you can definitely, like succeed, okay, in your venture. So be brave, be confident, and like I'm very sure that you can come up in your business. And then next I thought, I will tell you something about Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education. This Mahatma Gandhi National Council of Rural Education has, they are mainly concerned with 4 things. They are framing curriculum related to rural, rural entrepreneurship or rural communication or rural social service. So many, like curriculums they have prepared. And now that you are a deemed university, I request your university, to have this one as one of the subject, even for engineering student, and you can seek their help, when framing the syllabus for this rural entrepreneurship subject. And second thing, they are very concerned about capacity building, because like we need to learn, and sometimes we need to unlearn whatever, so that has to be done by us. So this like people, they are helping us to gain more knowledge regarding this rural entrepreneurship, and they will send people, resource people to your organization, and maybe faculty development programs can be conducted by your faculties, or workshops can be conducted for the students, so that they will gain more knowledge regarding this rural entrepreneurship. That's regarding the capacity building. And the third thing is, like Mahatma Gandhi National Council is very concerned that Red Cell, should operate in any institution by imparting some, like practical exposure to the student. That is very much required. Theoretical knowledge, is not necessary. Practically, like you need to go do some field visit, so that, you will gain some knowledge, like how people, like are suffering, to continue their entrepreneurship. So, because, as it is so much hurdles you will be facing as an entrepreneur, either because of competition, or either in marketing, or in funding, whatever, you'll be facing. So we should try, to how we need to come out of this. So for that, you need to have some exposure. So for, like you have to go for internship, and even after graduation, you can go for apprenticeship, and so that, you will have some practical knowledge. And for that also, MGNCRE and your college, like after this cell placement and cell will definitely help you to get that exposure. And the fourth thing, they are very concerned that, like you should, as a student, should know how to solve any problem, whatever you are coming across. So as I told you, you will have some problem in the business, and in that, when you come across a problem, you should be in a position to solve that problem. So for solving that problem also, they are helping you. And maybe, like you can write small case studies, you can write some small projects that will definitely help you to solve the problem through the brainstorming session or something like that. I think our guest has arrived. Let him continue, then I will continue. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. We shall continue with the workshop after a few minutes.
Sure.
Prabhadevi madam, can I invite Kalevani madam?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh. We must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our lives. I request Dr. M. Kalevani, Faculty, Department of Management Studies, to propose the vote of thanks. Over to Dr. Kalevani, madam.
Good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty of the God for making this today's function a grand success. It is not happiness that brings us gratitude. It is gratitude that brings us happiness. So, it is our gratitude to thank our guest speaker, Madam Dr. Umarani Purushothaman, a former Associate Dean at Savitha Engineering College, Chennai, and she is the active educationist. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable presence, and your presence have given a gracious to this function. And your speech was so inspiration to the budding entrepreneurs. Thank you once again for your presence, madam. Further, we are all very grateful to thank our management for the grateful opportunity and platform created for us to enhance the learning process of the faculty members and the students along with the rural people development. And we are always very proud to say that our institution are always keen on the development of the rural people and the rural areas. And it is my pleasure and a sincere thanks to our respected Dean Sir, Dr. K. Duraivellu, SRMist Vadapalani. Thank you, sir, for your continuous support and inspiration to every one of us to make this event happen today. Next, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the heads of the department. Thank you to all of you. You all have given a wonderful speech to all the students, and we have learned a lot of things from you all. And a special thanks to our HOD sir, Dr. Kesavan sir, who's continuously motivating us to do a greater things on the behalf of the Department of Management Studies. Thank you, sir. And it is my immense pleasure to thank Dr. Karthik, sir, chairman of this REDC, and Dr. Sridharan, sir, ITKM SRMist Vadapalani campus for their continuous support for this great occasion. And it is my duty to thank Dr. N. Prabhavati ma'am, Associate Professor, the Department of Management Studies, SRMist Vadapalani, for the well arrangement of the function and make the session even more grand success. And I would like to thank Dr. Gayatri ma'am, a professor of DOMS, SRMist and Vadapalani campus, for the meticulous preparation of the Master of Ceremony that you made it, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful work. Further, we would like to thank a big thanks to all REDC coordinators and faculty of all the departments. To the world, you may be just a teacher, but for your students, you are the hero. So we, the institutions, are having many heroes. Thank you to all the heroes of SRMist. Let us be grateful to people who make us happy. They are charming gardeners who makes our soul blossoms. They are none other than our students. I thank every one of our students for their patient listening, and I would like to appreciate your learning thirst and making this event grand success. Thank you to all the students. Let us, this is not last, and I would like to thank every one of you who made this function as a remarkable history in the page of SRMist Vadapalani. Thank you to all of you. Over to Gayatri ma'am.
Thank you, Kalivani ma'am. Thank you all the dignitaries. We've come to the end of the inauguration. With the students, we will proceed further to the workshop by Dr. Umarani ma'am. I thank all the dignitaries for joining us for the inauguration. Thank you very much. Dr. Prabhadevi.
Yes, ma'am.
Prabhadevi madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we giving a break or are we continuing? It's 11:10 now. We'll continue?
Yeah, we can continue. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay, then fine. Most of the dignitaries have left. The students, we will now have the workshop by Madam. She is a person with rich knowledge and experience. She will be giving you a lot of insights about the various rural entrepreneurship opportunities available to all of you. So gear up, note down whatever Madam is going to say. So the next 1 to 1.5 hours will be a power-packed session by Dr. Umarani ma'am. So over to Dr. Umarani ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, right. Okay, students, this is regarding the rural entrepreneurship. So whenever, you want to become an entrepreneur, obviously, you'll be trying to, apply for any loan to any financial institution. In which case, you should know which are all the institutions offering funds and how you have to, learn the skills and which part of, what type of business you would like to start with. All these, you should have, prior itself, you should think about that. So when you want to apply for loan, obviously you should know how to prepare a B plan. So I will explain to you some of the institutions which are offering skill for you and with schemes, different schemes by central and state government, which will give you fund. And then, I will explain you one B plan. And after that, like in your chat, you will find one B plan. I request all of you to submit a B plan. Okay. So for which, I will tell you, explain with an example, like how it has to be structured. Fine. So let me first explain to you about the various institutions which are supporting budding entrepreneurs to acquire the skills. So we should have knowledge and whatever we are going to do. So for that, we should have, definitely we should be clear with, what type of business we are going to do and what are the skills required for that business. Whatever business you are going to do, is it not? So for that, first, there is a Khadi Village Industry, KVIC Corporation, which is also helping you to gain some skills. They are helping especially for the rural and the people, with the help of laborers, they are not concerned about automation. They are very concerned about, labor-oriented business. They are offering skills, to manufacture some herbal medicines or like cosmetics, anything, herbal, without using chemical, and so many other products, textiles, so many, like products that are being manufactured. And for that, if you want to, learn the skills, definitely KVIC will help you. So we can, reach out KVIC to acquire skill. Second thing, like there is an NGO called as Vigyan Ashram. Like this, there are so many NGOs, and this Vigyan Ashram, why I'm mentioning is this is, I think, located in Pune, where, like the person who started this institution, he actually was, when studying in school and studying UG degree, he found a lot of students, they will drop out from school and college. So he will be thinking what these students will be doing after being dropped. Will they be doing business, or what type of work they'll be doing? Like that, that thought was always there in him. So after completing his graduation, he met few of the students who studied with him in when he was studying in college, and they dropped out. No? So he was asking. Then they were telling that some of them only were doing some menial job, and rest of them, they were ideally, wasting their time. So he wanted to do something for them. So especially for these dropout children, he was very confident that they might not be good in academics, or maybe due to financial crunch, they would have been dropped out. But now that if you can give them some skills, definitely they will become a successful entrepreneur. So with that idea in mind, he took up all those dropout students, and he started one institute called as Vigyan Ashram, where according to their passion, they were, if they are good in technology, that technology oriented, some equipments or something like that they were manufacturing, or they were good in processing, anything related to processing, like manufacturing jam or juice, something like, they were doing. So this ashram is, it's really helping people, who have really passion to become an entrepreneur. You can join there and learn skill. And there is one more government institution called the Center of Science for Villages, where also, regarding the rural entrepreneurship, a lot of skills are, offered to the people who are coming there and learning. Like with the help of mud, they are doing construction of building, and rainwater harvesting, or manufacturing this natural manure, like that. So many things. They are giving skills related to that. So, and there is one more company called by KPL in Andhra Pradesh, which is very famous. And as a part of corporate social responsibility, they have started one KPL MAT. Okay, so this company, they have whoever is women who are passionate in doing business, they have taught them skills, trained them, and after that, a lot of self-help group, like how I was telling about Anita Gupta. This man also has started many self-help group, and whatever they are interested, they might be interested in beautician work, they might be interested in stitching or embroidery, or some handicraft, whatever they are interested. He formed a group and he trained them, and they are doing. And these people now, during this pandemic period, they stitched this mask and other apparels which are being worn by the doctors and others in the hospital. They are doing that. So like this, these people are also helping people to gain skills. Okay, and as you all know, we have EDI Institute in Hindi, where they are also, so many courses are offered. You can go there, and whichever course you are interested in, you can get trained, and then I think with that, after gaining the skill, you can go and start your own business. And again, we all know about the MSME, micro, small, medium enterprise, which has its office in Hindi. They are also offering any number of courses. So many courses are being offered, and many people, one lady, she is manufacturing sanitary herbal napkins, and she has undergone training here in this MSME, and she has started business, and now she is trying to export her products to Asian countries. So like this, so many courses are being offered by MSME. If you are really interested in starting a business, children, you can go there, and whichever course you are, you feel that you will be, tailor-made for that, business, you can go and, obtain that skills, from MSME also. And there is one more institute started by central government. It is called as, JSS, Jain Sistan Sansan. So this JSS is offering n number of courses. I think nearly 100 courses they are offering. And if you are really interested, you can go there. Something related to mobile on the electronic equipment repairs and beautician course and even solar panel, like for setting solar panels and so many other courses they are offering. If you are really interested in starting a business, definitely, you can seek the help of theirs and they might even come to your campus and they will help you, or otherwise you can go to the place where they are conducting these courses and you can join them. So like this, these many institutions are there which are offering you, training to gain the skills. So I request you to make use of this opportunity if you are really, really interested in becoming an entrepreneur in future. And next, I thought I would like to tell you the institutions that are supporting for the startup companies. The one is Atal Incubation Center. This Atal, but many of these schemes, they're just expecting some innovative ideas from you children, so that they'll be very happy because you'll be in a position to overcome the competition if you come with some different ideas. So with that in mind, they have started a scheme called as Atal Incubation Scheme, where they are offering 10 crores. Okay, maybe it is a right time for you. You all can join together, some 5 of you or 10 of you with different skills. Maybe some might be good in marketing, some might be having some innovative ideas, some might be good in finance related, and some will be in a position to offer funding. So all of you can club together and as a cluster you can form a group and you can seek the help of Atal Incubation. Under that scheme you can get 10 crores worth funding. And there is another one called as New Gen IEDC, which is offered by EDI, and they are offering up to 25 lakhs, they are offering money for you. So you can even avail the opportunities and see that, seek the help of EDI to get that money. And that too, first generation businessman, you will be worried whether anybody will support you. You will not bother. Through these schemes, you can get funding. And there is one thing called the self-employment lending scheme. This scheme will definitely help girls, who are interested and passionate about starting a business. So you can form a self-help group, and of course, 20 of you can join together. And for each lady, they are offering 1.5 lakh under the self-employment lending scheme. That means you will get 30 lakhs money. With this 30 lakhs, I am very sure that you can start a small business and with confidence and persistence and with involvement, I'm sure girls, you all can become a successful entrepreneur in the future. And as you all know that the venture VCs, venture capitalists, they are always, running behind people who have some different ideas. And they are also, helping you to get up to 50 lakhs money if you come with good ideas. And above all, there is a very famous scheme which has been, many people have, obtained loans through this Prime Minister Mudra Yojana. Okay. So the word Mudra itself says that they are offering for micro units. Okay, very, some small handicraft or artisans or part making or with bamboo, whatever you want to do, something like, small business if you want to do under this Prime Minister Mudra Yojana. Depending upon what type of business you are going to do, they are giving you 2.5 lakhs, 5 lakhs, or up to 10 lakhs. They are offering you. So many people have availed this, loan under this scheme. So this opportunity is given to you, children. Please, avail this opportunity, and you can definitely get funding and come out as a successful entrepreneur. And apart from this, even state government is also supporting you, and they are also helping you to start business. Okay. So as far as state government is concerned, I would like to quote some of the institutions. First one is SIDCO, okay, Small Scale Industries Development Corporation. So from the very word itself, you can understand that this SIDCO is formed mainly to promote the small scale business. And there is SIPCO, a Small Industries Promotion Corporation, that are offering you medium term loan, and for middle level business also they are helping. And there is one scheme called TIC. Okay, so they are giving you long term loans are being offered by this Tamil Nadu Industrial Investment Corporation. Okay, and there is one scheme called DIC, District Industry Center, which are helping you to train yourself and gain some skills. So in each district they have. So we also have SIPCOT, where you can go and start business immediately. So in Guindy and I think in Ambattur and so many other places we have this SIPCOT. There also we can start business. So Only thing required is you should have that aspiration to become an entrepreneur. So in that case, government is ready to offer you funding. They are also ready to give you, train you in gaining the skills. So I think it is the right time. So that is the reason that this workshop is being conducted at this time. So objective, Red Cell means Rural Entrepreneurship Development Cell. The main objective of Red Cell is, to promote the rural entrepreneurship culture among the students. Yes, that is very much required, no children. You should have that, characteristics of entrepreneur. That is what I mean by rural entrepreneurship culture. As you know that as an entrepreneur, you should have the risk-taking ability. You must have be very innovative and creative, and you must have that persistency, and you must be that what to say. Good idea when you have immediately you have to do that. The self-confidence should be there, and the passion to do the business should be there. So unless and you have all these culture within you, it is very difficult to run the business. So as you know, I think you all must be knowing about Sarat Babu. This man Sarat Babu, he was born in in a very he is from a very low income group, and he was brought up in a cherry where his mother used to cook idlis, and this boy, as a boy, he used to sell in the among the cherry people. He will go and sell and come, and but he wanted to be different in his school, so he thought that was very confident that he has got good knowledge. So he thought that he will become a topper in the class, and thereby people will look upon him. So with that in mind, he used to during the leisure time, he will be studying, and all the time he will be studying and try to gain more and more knowledge, and he became the topper in the school. And this boy, he did his graduation in BITS Bilani. Can you imagine? But for the passion, I think he would not have come up in his life. So, and he did his MBA in IIM, and that too in Ahmedabad. So after doing, of course, he got a good job, and his salary he was earning. But that always, it was running in his mind to become an entrepreneur and take up his own business. And with that in mind, though he was not very rich and he was not from an entrepreneurial background, he took up the risk, and then, he resigned his job and started his venture. And similarly, you should always be, try to be very innovative, as I told you. And that is how I think Sander, he was in the army, American army. And after one point of time, he thought he would do business. And after retirement, he was sitting ideally at home. His mother was a good cook, and different type of dishes he used to prepare, and he used to enjoy eating those dishes. And finally, he jotted down everything, what are the ingredients her mother is using for preparing that dish. And finally, he will, pillar to post, he will run to many restaurants telling that he can come out with by preparing some different type of dish, and more customers, they will get. But those people, they didn't trust him. But nevertheless, one point of time, he thought he will start his own business. That is why he started KFC. You must be knowing that. So like this, innovativeness is there, and risk-taking ability is there, and adaptability is also very much required. I think you must have heard, IMAX. I think it is IMAX. No? I think so. Yeah, there is a restaurant in Mumbai where during this pandemic period they were not getting customers, so they thought they have to adapt themselves to this environment and do some different type of business model. So with that in mind, they kept approaching many IT companies. So these IT companies, they approached and said that they will definitely help them to have maintain social distancing, and offer hygienic food for their employees who are living not with the family, they are living alone. Many people, like IT tech people, they were living alone. So for those people, they said they will offer them lodging as well as good food, and even that conference halls also at a minimum cost they were offering for them to conduct conferences. So this is how you have to adapt to the environment and change yourself. You should not stick on say that no, I will do only this. I will not change myself. That culture, it is very bad. It's very difficult for you to sustain in the business. That's what happened for Hindustan Motors, is it not? So they were unable to. That ambassador car, the very same model they have been manufacturing. And after this Hyundai and the Ford and Maruti and Renault and Nissan, all these companies, they came, it is very difficult for them to sustain. So because they were not able to adapt themselves and change according to the competitors, is it not? That is why they were a failure of, this Hindustan Motors company. So that adaptability is very much, that is also one of the qualities required. So this culture, you should adapt yourself, children. And, you have to imbibe all these, qualities inside you so that, like at any point of time, you'll be in a position to sustain in the business because of that persistence and because of the self-confidence you have in you. And second thing, as I told you, MGNCRE, we are very particular that, this red cell should give you opportunity to have more and more field visit so that, that first-hand information you will be gaining. So when you go there and, it can be even a small business or a small vendor will be selling fruits, vegetables or whatever, or a small petty shop, whichever place, you please go there and observe how they are, treating their customers, how they are able to retain the customers and how they are fixing the prices and how they are able to overcome competition, how do they go for funding and what are the problems they are facing. All these, you need to learn so that, this field visit will help you to learn more and more. And for this, we have already requested your Red Cell faculties to make you go for internship, and after completing your graduation make you help you to get apprenticeship so that you will get first-hand information regarding the business. So this will definitely help you. This is the second objective of the Red Cell, and the third objective is finally we want you all to become entrepreneurs. Children, I am not telling you that after completion of your MBA immediately have to jump into business. No, you please learn the techniques, gain the knowledge, and earn some money so that after a point of time when you feel that yes, this is the right time for me to start the business, then I think you can start your business. Okay, so like as I already told you, there are so many institutions helping you to train, so many like schemes to helping you to offer fund for you. Okay, so now I think it's right for me to teach you how to start this, prepare this B plan. Dr. Prabhavati, can you, the PPT, can you show the PPT?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
yeah, yeah. I will just help you. So that last part, that is related to your treatment is a business plan. So the central government, yeah, you can start, yeah. So the central government has come out with a, like.
உங்களுக்கு host மாத்திருக்கேன்.
போட்டிங்களாமா? Yeah, yeah.
Just a minute. Ma'am, Prabha ma'am, host மாத்திருக்கேன் உங்களுக்கு.
So you can, they are conducting, central government is conducting competition for you, for a B plan and for
ma'am, நீங்க எனக்கு co-host. Sorry ma'am, sorry Uma ma'am. Prabha ma'am, எனக்கு co-host மட்டும் கொடுங்க.
Okay, otherwise also it's okay. I can, okay, right. Come down, slowly. Yeah. Next PPT. Next slide. So this is what I was telling, the four areas which MGNCRE is concentrating. They are helping for curriculum development, and the FDP and workshop will be conducted, and they want you to go for internship and apprenticeship. Last for the higher education program, they want you to prepare a small project to come out with a solution for the problem. Okay, next. Yeah, we'll go for the next. Next. I have explained this. Next. Yeah, this is the objectives I told you. You have to promote rule, and we will promote through your faculty members will promote that culture among you, and you need to go for field visit and you have to create that. We want you to become rural entrepreneur. Yeah, next. This also I explained. These are all the institutions which are helping you to train and gain, skills. KVIC, Vigyan Ashram, Center of Science for Villages, and KPL Max, JSS, MSME, like all these EDI, all that I have been telling you. Next. These are all the products I told you, school dropout children. So those students, they have innovatively manufactured all these products, by getting gaining skills from this Vigyan Ashram. Okay, next. Next slide is about, like what to say. This man, you must be knowing, he's Mr. Ilango, who has created, a model village, Kuttambakam, and I would like you to visit that village and see like how transmission, you can bring about in a village. this person who is an engineer, he has brought about a revolution, I can say. So it will not look like a village at all, infrastructure wise, and a lot of industries have been started. It's all because of Mr. Ilango. So you can go through the internet and find out how he has transformed his village, Kuttambaka. Okay, next. So this is about so much change has taken place. It's about Ola, Bhavish, because he had some fight with the taxi driver. The idea came and he started with this Ola. Yeah. Next is it's about like Ritesh, who started with the app Oyo, to book rooms in the okay. Next, this is about Oyo. You all must be knowing Ritesh's story, how he started this Oyo room, and now he can book rooms through that. Next. So this is about like hotel. We need not go Zomato and with that we are Swiggy. Okay, next. Yeah, institutional support also I told you. Okay, next. Yeah. So these are all the institutions I have been telling you. Atal Incubation Center, New Gen IEDC, MSME Market Development, Women Entrepreneurs. Girls, if you are really passionate about starting business, you can go for this Women Entrepreneurship platform, okay, where they are helping you to gain skills. Okay, next. This is self-employment lending scheme. Government support also I have already told you. Now I will come to this, how you have to structure this B plan. I will give you an example and then I will, proceed further. You can go for the next. Okay, so now I thought that, you should have an idea like what business you want to start. My idea is to start a restaurant, and the food what I will be serving there will be, like traditional food made out of, cereals like wheat, corn, millet, oats, red rice, jowar, and ragi. Not like regular, food that is being offered in the hotels. So I thought, this is a healthy food which will definitely help for you, quality food and tasty food. And I thought of making out of these cereals, which will not, like increase your weight also. And this will be very good for your health also. With that in mind, I thought I will draft a business plan now. So this is if you look at your, after completion, you please, go to your chat, you will have a link. In that link, you'll be asked your name, your institution name, your university, and all your personal details will be there. After that, demographic details, then you will be asked first about the executive summary. Whatever business or whatever service, manufacturing or service you want to offer. If you want to go for manufacturing a product or something like that, that's fine. Or you want to offer some services like how they came out with this Ola app and Oya app and all that, you can write whatever ideas that comes across your mind. You can have that in mind. With that in mind, you write, like what is the name of the, your business. That also you can mention. So Puja Organic Traditional Food Restaurant is the name of my hotel. And, like as I told you, my objective, first in the executive summary, objective will be there. My objective will be to offer food, which is very healthy, because I am making food out of this wheat and barley and, jowar and ragi, So with that, I am going to make food that is really very good for your health, and that will not increase your weight also. And second, the food also will be very tasty, and that will be different from what you have been consuming so far. And I will also charge, a nominal price, so that customers will be, it will be affordable for the customers, and I will customize my products according to the requirement of my. So this is all my objectives, I will say. And second thing is my company mission. Of course, we should never think and be satisfied and content with what we have started. We should have a long-term mission, so that over a period of 5 years, I thought that I will start another restaurant in Madurai, and in Tirunelveli, and in Tuticorin, and like Trichy, something like 4 or 5 branches. I have like that is my mission. You should always say that what your mission is. Maybe if you are involved in manufacturing one particular product, take for example some leather product, you can say slippers, and then shoes, and suitcase or leather bag, or whatever you can give. That is what will be a mission. How you will expand the different type of products out of the same raw material. And a short description of product. Of course, I am going to manufacture product, eatable products, which is very in a very hygienic way we manufacture, and that is very good for health also. So that is my short description of a product. And whether I have knowledge, definitely, because being a woman, I know cooking, and we already, prepared this traditional food at home, so I have experience. And maybe, I will have also learned from others, like how to cook the different dishes with the help of these cereals. So with gaining knowledge only, you should always start businesses. So that is about executive summary. Okay, next. Can you go for the next one? Yeah, this is about executive summary, where you have to, mention your objectives, some 3 or 4 objectives, and what is your mission, how we are going to expand your business over a period of 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years, you have to explain, and a short description of what type of product. I told you, about my food, I was explaining to you, and where you have to explain whether you have knowledge regarding that business. Definitely, you have to say yes, because without having knowledge in the business, if you start a business, I think definitely it is very difficult to succeed. Okay, coming to the next one, it's about company description. Okay, when I say company description, here I have to say what are my goals, okay, and what type of customers I would like to, reach. Of course, because being a food industry, everybody will eat, from child to old age people, everybody will eat. So according to their, taste, and I will be preparing different type of, food varieties, so that everybody, youngsters and middle age group and children and even old age people, I would like to cover everybody, all age group people. So that is my goal, and the customers, variety of customers whom I would like to reach. And marketing analysis, of course, you all know it is very much required. So I need to make a survey and find out whether there will be demand for my product, because mine is entirely different from the usual menu that is being offered in hotel. So you youngsters will be, like passionate in eating pizzas and other things. So I should also attract you, is it not? So for that, I need to make a survey and find out whether everybody will like the dishes what I'll be offering in my hotel. So for that, I need to conduct a survey. I can go to hotels and keep watching how they are attracting customers, how many customers are coming during the different timings, and all that I have to observe. And what is the marketing strategy they are adopting, and how they are able to retain the customers. All these, from the owner point of view, I need to observe. And from the customer point of view, I should sit along with the customer and find out that if I manufacture, if I, offer this traditional type of food out of this, like jowar, ragi, and the millet, and red rice and oats, whether they would like. I will have to make a lot of questions. I have to pose to them and find out whether they will eat. If they say yes, majority prefer, then maybe I can be very confident. Okay. And next is about marketing plan, where I need to prepare a budget. So how much money I need to spend for the fixed expenses, like for installing all the fixtures, like air conditioners and light and other things, and like for the grinder, of course, for hotel refrigerator and the table, chairs, all that vessels, everything, I need to spend a lot of money. So fixed expenses, how much I will need. And for, for meeting the daily working capital expenses, like for paying rent, salary, electricity, how much I need to spend, all that, like a budget I have to prepare. So that, that will show, that how much knowledge you have in that business, and people will be, confident in, they will also definitely, offer you loan. Okay. So for that, they have to draw a budget, like, and what type of strategy you will adopt, to sell your product. That also, like how many customers will come directly, or maybe you would like to create a blog, or you will be seeking the help of what to say, this travel agents, all that, you have to mention here. And of course, you need to mention USP. USP, of course, my USP is that I'm, like I'll be, like my menu is entirely different from other hotels, and not like the usual, like I will not imitate also. So the product, whatever I'm going to serve for you, is entirely will be different. And so that is my USP, I can tell you. And next, like I have to mention about competition, which is very, very important, because we are in a competitive world. And for this, 3 analysis you need to do. One is SWOT analysis, and another one is, like we call it as special analysis regarding the environment, and BRIO is regarding the product, what I'm going to manufacture. So of course, SWOT, what is my strength and what is my weakness, how I need to convert my weakness to strength, I have to think about that. And always, I have the opportunity, because food being an essential product, everybody will definitely consume. And if any threat, like, during the pandemic period, whatever I am facing, I should think about an alternate, like whether to serve through, through Swiggy, make use of Swiggy and some Zomato or something like that. Okay. So this is how, my SWOT analysis I have to do. And next is about the environment also I have to make a study. We call it a SPESTIL. P for political environment, and E for economic environment, S for social environment, and T for technical environment, and L for legal environment, and E is for environment. Of course, like a government is against certain products. Is it not like again, what to say, like the plastic has been banned. So if you are going to start some products, related to that covers, plastic covers or something like that, certainly government will not support it. So I should see whether, the product, whatever I'm going to manufacture, for which there is support from the political side. That is very much required. And of course, lottery business also have been prohibited. So all that has been prohibited by the government. I'm not supposed to do it now. So that is about, political, whether they will support me and whether they are in favor of me. All that I have to make a note, and then I have to select. When I say economic investment, how the economy is, whether the people are will buy my product, all that I have to decide. Is it not? But as far as like restaurant is concerned, whether the economy is down or up, we need not bother. People will definitely come because it is an essential product. I think you all will agree with me. And as like next is social environment. When we say social environment, as far as food is concerned, the taste of people is different. So accordingly, I have to I have to manage these dishes. I should produce it now. So like especially if you take people from Andhra Pradesh, they would like to have pasta, like spicier. That is what will be the expectation. And if you take Karnataka, people little sugar will be mixed. That taste, people prefer. So whatever taste people prefer, accordingly, I have to. That is what is called the social environment. And whether, technical environment, that is related, whether I am going to use any technology, maybe, to reduce the consumption of power, I can make use of the solar panel, something like that, or some other technology I can use, so that, overcome the competition. And like legal, of course, any business whichever we start, it should be legal, and we should get permission and all that, Okay, next is BRIO. BRIO means, as I told you, it's about the product. First, B stands for value, and as I told you, whatever value I fix, it should be be affordable. Okay, that I should think, and I should be rare. My product should be rare. I should not imitate others. I for imitation. And this is how I should think about, before starting manufacturing a product or whatever service I am going to offer. Okay, that's about that and competition. And next is breakdown of my product, like a different, menu, morning what we will have, afternoon what, and night what menu I will have. So like that, like whatever product you are going to manufacture, how you will do, how you will break down, like biscuit factories, you are going to manufacture salt biscuit and like butter biscuit, like sugar and cream, like that, varieties are there. So like that, you have to think about and then break down your products. What are the different products you'll be manufacturing? And finance, of course, is very much required. Without money, we can't do anything. So there we need to mention like how much money I as a owner of the business, I am going to invest, and how much I'm going to go for loan. So whenever you are going to start a business, think that, be very you should be remember always one thing: don't invest whatever money you have. The full amount should not be invested, because a portion of the money invest, and the balance money you can retain for meeting out your own expenses, personal expenses, as well as when some contingency arises, you can avail that money. So only, suppose you have some 50 lakhs, 25 lakhs to invest for business, 25 lakhs, you can, keep it as a reserve, and maybe for meeting out your personal expense or meet out the contingencies like during this pandemic, whatever happened, we need to meet them. So that for that, you can keep it as a reserve. And the balance money, from where I'm going to procure, am I going for any of the schemes that has been mentioned by me, by the central government, by the state government, which we see I'm going to, apply, or to reach angel investors, like that, you be very determined, and then you can approach. And by giving this, B plan, if you structure in this way, and then you can see, definitely I'm sure that they will fund you. Okay. And the financial projection is nothing about, you need to show, estimated final account, trading, profit and loss account. Because, there are so many people already doing the business, so we can seek their help and find out how much they spend. And based on that, we can have an estimation, trading, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. Okay. And we can also, prepare this, what to say, break-even point you can do, so that you will come to know, like at which point of turnover there is no profit and no loss. So that, you can try to maximize your turnover, thereby you will be getting profit. Okay, so these are all some of the strategies you have to plan regarding the finance for part, so that you will become successful. Okay, so this is about how to prepare the B plan. I think I have given a first idea like how you have to prepare the B plan. So I would like all of you to find out whether in the chat you are able to find out check whether the link is there, students. If the link is there, you can click, and then like you can just let me know whether you are able to find the link, locate that link. Yes, in the chat, no, if you are able to locate me, say yes. You can start writing that B plan now. I think PowerPoint is not required. You can close it. Students, are you able to locate it? Yes or no? Please say no. Yes means yes. Start writing. You can start writing. Any doubt you have, you can ask me. Okay, just then finally, please submit it. You can continue writing. Not that we have to be there in the meeting. You can continue writing and okay. Before that, I would like to give my vote of thanks. I would like to thank your management for having given us an opportunity from REDC, to conduct this workshop for students. And I would also like to thank Dean who readily accepted, and also the HODs and Dr. Vijay Kumar, whom I know before. He is a good friend of mine. We both worked together in an institution, and I really felt bad, like having so much of potentiality. He was working in that institution, and actually, because of my age or whatever, I don't know. People used to maintain a distance. They never used to be, like ரொம்ப கலாச்சிட்டு பேசிட்டு friendly, and nobody used to be like that with me. But Dr. Vijay Kumar was an exception, though he is very much younger to me. He used to be very friendly with me. And those days, which we worked together, I couldn't forget it. He is such a resourceful and a person with a lot of potentialities. So I kept telling him that that is not the right place. You need to shift. And I was very happy that when he joined a reputed institution like SRM, I'm sure that he is enjoying his position there. And we had a like a good bondage, and it still continues. I called upon him and I said that I would like to conduct in SRM, and it is it's only with Vijay Kumar's help I could contact Mr. Karthik and Dr. Prabhavati and all those people I was able to contact. I would like to thank Vijay Kumar also, and I would like to thank Prabhavati, especially who had been having like a rapport with me, and she was running behind and conducting this workshop in a very successful way. And also I would like to thank all the faculty members who had been very supportive from different departments. They all were very supportive and wanted to conduct this workshop in a very successful way. So I would like to thank them also, and above all, I would like to thank the participants who have been patiently listening to me. And I really thank you, students. And if you become an entrepreneur, I think yeah.
Shall we share the link in the chat box, ma'am?
Yeah. You can please share. Yeah, you can share it, right? Okay, so I'll be very happy that if you become a successful entrepreneur and you are adding feather to your campus and to your department and to your family, to you, above all to me also as a resource person. I have been motivating you to become an entrepreneur. So what to say, everything is ready for you. So once if you really have the passion, immediately you can start think about where you will fit in, which business will be very suitable for you. So that you have to be very specific, and then once you think about that, I think you can go ahead and start business. And I would like to thank MGNCRE Chairman Dr. Prasanna Kumar sir, who selected me to be a resource person to organize this workshop in different colleges. So around 100 colleges.
I request Dr. M. Vijay Kumar to propose the vote of thanks. Over to Dr. Vijay Kumar, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Gayatri, madam, for calling me upon to give this vote of thanks. I'm very honored to give this vote of thanks as a final wrap up for this beautiful workshop conducted by Dr. Umarani Madam, as well as for the wonderful event which we have organized in collaboration with RED for the benefit of our MBA students as well as for BTech students. Ma'am, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. Thank you. So, in fact, I have to thank before giving this word of thanks, Dr. Kalaivani Madam also, because she have gone in length and breadth to thank all the dignitaries. So, I'm not going to take much of my time. I'm very honored to give this word of thanks on behalf of SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Vadapalani campus, as well as very specifically to Red Cell and MBA department. So, the order goes like this. I would like to first of all give my gratitude and thanks for Sri Prabhakar Murugaya, the founder and CEO of techfetch.com, and Dr. Umarani, who really inspiring a lot of students, not only from SRM, but also in other institutions, because she's holding a different position now. She was a dean in Savita formerly, and now she has taken up another broader project where she is reaching so many other students in many institutions and inspiring many students to come up with their proposals and business ideas and to become entrepreneurs. And thank you so much for mentioning about our friendship as well, madam. I'm very glad and I'm really moved by the way you have spoke about me. Thank you so much for that. And I would like to thank Dr. Durevelu, the pillar of this SRM Vadapalani institution, Dr. Durevelu sir, Dean, END. And I would like to thank all the HODs who have come here to facilitate our speakers and to inaugurate this entire program. And a very special thank goes to our own HOD, Dr. Kesavan sir, who's been always inspiring us in all the work that we take towards any positive moves. So thank you so much, Dr. Kesavan sir, and thanks for all the HODs, Dr. Gomati madam, Dr. Karthikeyan sir, Dr. Prasanna madam. Thank you so much. And I have to really thank Dr. Prabha Devi, who organized the entire event. And thank you so much, Dr. Prabha Devi, madam. And I have to thank the beautiful Madam Dr. S. Gayatri, who have made this wonderful MC in such a smooth way, with giving adjectives to all the speakers. So thank you so much, Dr. Gayatri, madam. We are learning so many things from you. So thank you so much. Inspire us in the same way. And last but not the least, the first person of this particular program, I have to thank Dr. Karthik, who's the chairman for our entire cell, REDC, SRM-ISD. Thank you, Dr. S. Karthikeyan sir, for giving me this opportunity. I think we have to grow a lot from this step. Thank you so much. And last but not the least, once again, I would like to thank all other faculty members who have listened all through the event. And thank you for all my beloved students. Thank you so much. Thanks, Gayatri madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks,
thank you, Marani madam. Further instructions over to Prabha Devapani.
Students can fill in the form for participating in the business plan presentation, as Mama said. Please do that. Fill it up the details properly in your Google form. Mama got disconnected. She is trying to join once again. She wants to give some instructions to the students. Please stay back for 2 minutes.
Ma'am, Uma, yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, I had given information to the students to fill up the Google form, ma'am.
Okay.
So, about this, if you want to say something about the Google form, please inform them.
Okay. So
that they can
students are
participate in the business plan.
Okay. So regarding the B plan, as I already told you, think about a product, whichever you want to manufacture, or the services, whatever you want like to offer. Just have an idea. I think you would have come with an idea. So with that in mind, I think you can, like coin a name for your business, and then, you can start writing. What is your objective? What for you are doing this, particular business, this services or this product, why you are going to manufacture. You have to list down some 2-3 objectives, and then what is your mission over a period of 5 years, what you want to become, whether you want to expand your products or you want to expand branches, whatever, or you want to export your product. Okay, anything, whichever you have in mind, you can write it as your mission, and then you have to mention that you already have some knowledge regarding that business. Okay, that's about that. And then, about, like regarding the product, have to mention what type of product you are going to manufacture, and you can break down like what you will be doing in future, how you have decided to expand your business, all the details you can mention. And then you should definitely have some survey, okay, research you have to conduct, so that you will gain some knowledge regarding that product, so that you have to mention the market analysis. And then about the competition, I told you about the 3 analysis, SWOT analysis, Brio and Pestle, all that you have to explain in the competitive analysis, how you will overcome the competition in spite of the competition in the globalized market, how confident you are to overcome that competition, and what is the strategy you are going to adopt to overcome the that we have to explain. And in the finance part, you have to prepare one budget, small budget, how much you'll spend for fixer. You can also, like classify like what are all the amount you'll be spending for the different, machine or place, land, whatever you are going to spend. Everything you can mention there. And then, like fixed expenses and working capital expenses, you have to explain. A small, like a final account, not a big one, a small final account you can prepare. So that, that will show that you have a clear idea, like how you have to carry on the business and what you have to do. Everything, you have a clear-cut idea. This is how you have to structure your B plan, and everything will be there in the link itself. So you need to answer. I have asked, paragraph question will be there, small question will be there. So I want all of you to submit this, B plan. And even in rural areas where I've been conducting this, you won't believe 75 and 55, 65, B plan have been submitted. So you children, I think definitely all of you have the capabilities and potentialities. I'm very sure that all the students who have participated, I would like you to submit this B plan, come with some good ideas. And as I told you, like maybe, once now that you are getting an idea, this is not the competition. This is only a platform given to you to learn how to prepare a B plan. That's it. After that, within Jan 20th, you come out with some good idea of a business, and you prepare a PPT, so that B plan PPT to your Red Cell faculty members. Maybe some changes they here and there they will do and help you. And after that, within Jan 21st, we have to submit it in the regional level. And in the regional level, 5 best B plan will be selected and sent to the national level. And there the central government will select the best 3. I think being an esteemed institution like SRM, I'm very sure and confident that you all can win. I think,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
should have the passion. That is what is required. Once you have the passion, I'm 100% sure that one of you can be the winner in out of the 3. So I wish you all the best, children.
Yes.
Go ahead with preparing this, B plan.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am, I will inform the students to do the, the filling up the form, ma'am.
Okay. Sure.
Whatever you
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much for your time.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Students, you can join post-lunch class at 1:50 p.m. Right? You can take your lunch break now. You can come back at 1:50. You can join your post-lunch class. Okay, we can all join that. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Gayatri, ma'am. She's not there.
I think ma'am is not there, Prabhati.
Okay. அவ்வளவுதானா ma'am? Mary ma'am instruction கொடுத்தாச்சு. Is this enough?
Yeah, I think all of you the form. Once you have filled the form, you can break for lunch and join at 1:50.
Ma'am,
The same link or we'll send the other link, ma'am?
Class link, Google Classroom, class link, not this. Workshop is over.
Yeah. Oh, normal class.
Normal class, yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
150 we have normal class. Join as per the classroom A section.
I thought we have another meeting like this, ma'am. That's why.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary ma'am, Mohana ma'am, Kalaivani ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will all wind up. Once people are leaving from that room, we can.
Ma'am, session end பண்ணிடலாமா?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
அருணேரா சார் கிட்ட இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிருங்க மேம், முடிஞ்சிச்சு.
யூடியூப் டிஸ்கனெக்ட் பண்ண சொல்லிடுங்க.
சொல்லிடுவீங்களா?
ஓகே. ஓகே, மேம்.